Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Manish.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Narendra, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Gaurav, good evening. Raghu, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Umesh, good evening. Vijay, good evening. Anyhow, Prasad is there only. Good evening, Prasad. Yeah. Yeah, let's wait for 2 more minutes before we start the session. And before we start the session, are there any questions with respect to yesterday's discussion? Yesterday's topic that we discussed. There are any questions? This is the right time.
Good evening, Mahesh.
Good evening, Vijay.
How are you?
I'm great. Doing
Right.
fine. How about you?
Oh, good. Everything is going on good.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So the lockdown has got extended by 1 more week.
That's yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Hope everyone has got vaccinated. Is there anyone still not got their first vax or the second vax? It's very important. Please ensure that everyone gets vaccinated. Encourage your employees also, your team members, employees to ensure that they also get vaccinated. Okay. Palani, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you doing?
Fine, fine.
Good. Vaccination tagondra?
Sorry?
Sorry, you got vaccinated? First
Yeah,
dose?
I have got vaccinated. First dose is done. Second dose
Okay.
still we have another 20 days to go.
Okay. That's good. Okay.
Sir, ನಿಮ್ದು ಎರಡು ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಎರಡು ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್ ನಂದು.
Okay, cool.
Both got it done.
You got both, Mahesh?
Yeah, I got both.
Both. Huh? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was on Covaxin, so the period is short.
Uh-huh.
Luckily, I got both.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually, it is very difficult to get Covaxin then compared to Covishield now.
Yeah. See, what happened was in my first dose, actually, I went to government hospital.
Okay.
So when I took the first dose, I think third week of April. Okay, luckily both were available, and I got an opportunity to choose which I want.
Okay.
So I choose Covaxin.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was little lucky there. So I was
Yeah,
going to take.
No, second shot we went all the way. Actually, that was one of the most turning point for us also.
Okay. But
So,
with luckily in Malleshwaram,
yeah.
every day there is a this thing, KC General Hospital, no? Okay, so there is walk-ins every day. So luckily we got there and we took the vax. Okay, I think a lot more people are joining. Raghu has joined. Okay, Raghu was earlier there. Deepika madam, good evening. Then all joined. Suchitra, good evening. Chetan, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
ಏನಪ್ಪ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಎರಡು ಆಯ್ತಾ ಒಂದೇನಾ?
One dose ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್.
ಒನ್ ಡೋಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಗುಡ್. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಫೀಸು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಹಾಗಾರೆ 14 ತನಕ?
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್, 14 ಇಂದ
14 ತನಕ. ಓಕೆ. Okay, so let's start today's session. So today we'll be discussing on reorder level management in TallyPrime. So what is reorder level management and why is it important? Can anyone explain me what is reorder level management and why it is important? What is your understanding of reorder level management?
It is basically to manage your minimum stock level.
Yes. To ensure that the stocks doesn't run out of stock. That's the bottom line. Right? Okay. So let's do one thing. Let us just go through the presentation first. Then let us look at how we could implement that in TallyPrime. Okay. So the purpose of the training to ensure every participant learns Tally in a better way, learns all the capabilities, features of TallyPrime, and put into use in your business or in your work, and ensure that efficiency is increased and duplications are avoided. Okay, so that's the purpose of the training. Yeah, so reorder of stock item. Why it is required? One is we don't run out of stock. Out of stock means we lose the business opportunity. So there is a customer who wants the product, but we are not able to sell because we don't have the stock. Right? So when we will have this problem is one, today we are seeing in the current scenario, okay, wax is a problem. Okay, there is a huge demand, but there is no supplies. So when there is a mismatch in demand and supply, okay, so when the demand is more and supply is less, okay, it's obvious we go out of stock. But in business, even if the demand and supply are matching, okay, we lot of times see that there is no stock when we go and want to buy a particular product. That retailer or that showroom would not have maintained the product, would not have got the product in his shelf. So the customer lose that business. Because when a customer has come, sorry, the businesses lose the opportunity. Because when the customer comes to buy a product, he is already very clear as to what he has to buy. Say example, let me just take an example of toothbrush. Okay, so I want to go and buy a toothbrush. I'm very clear that my first choice is Colgate toothbrush. I go to a retail shop and I will ask for toothbrush. If the toothbrush is not available, if the retailer says that, sorry sir, no stock, what am I going to do? I'll just go to the next shop and buy. So this retailer lost that opportunity. Okay, because I will not wait saying that, okay, Gayatri store didn't have the toothbrush. Today I will not brush my teeth. Tomorrow I'll come and buy from Gayatri store. So it doesn't happen. It doesn't work like that. If the retailer Gayatri store doesn't have the toothbrush, I'll just walk into the next store and buy the toothbrush and my life will go on. But the problem is Gayatri store lost the opportunity. Right? So to ensure that these things doesn't happen in the business, okay, reorder management is very, very critical in any of the business. Okay. So why it is important? When do you need to order a stock? So first thing is, of course, the customer demand needs to be met. Second is also true. We don't accumulate the stock which is not selling and pile up our inventory. It becomes a dead stock. In both extremes, we should be in a position to manage so that we are utilizing our capital in a better way. Okay, a lot of things are in stake over here. Okay, it depends from business to business. Say example, if I'm a retailer, or if I'm a distributor or a retailer of an umbrella, okay, it's a seasonal product. Most of the customers buys umbrella before the start of summer or before the start of rainy season. Nobody wants to buy an umbrella in winter season. Okay. So depending on what type of products we are dealing, okay, the sales or the demand for the product varies on various parameters. Okay. Say example, I'm into travel and tourism business. Okay, when is the more demand is coming in? More demand comes during the year end. Okay, where most of the people want to travel. Okay, so that is one. Second is when the schools and colleges are having the summer vacation. That is when the parents want to take the kids for vacation. They want to travel. Okay, so it depends on season. Different products will have different. Say like example, toothbrush doesn't have any season. 365 days, there's a demand. Okay. So various parameters needs to be kept in mind. Okay. The reason why I took an example of seasonal business, I'll come back to you once when we start discussing on various parameters. And at the same time, we don't accumulate the stock which doesn't sell. Say example, if I'm a retailer, I don't want to buy a stock of umbrella in the month of August, because by August end, the rainy season will end. And if I buy a 100 umbrellas in the month of August, and if I'm not able to sell, I need to wait till December. From August till December, no one wants to buy umbrellas. So my capital is being blocked. I am not able to sell. Okay. So let me take one more example. Okay. So typically, if I'm into an electrical products, okay, electrical products. So example, I stock one item, okay, typically which is required for a transformer, okay, an item which is required for a transformer, which is generally it is not an item which is by which a consumer buys. Okay, and if it is an very costly item, say like one item of that cost 10,000 rupees. Okay, I just purchase and keep it. I don't have any order in hand. I just purchase and keep it. Now I don't know when it is going to get sold. Okay, so it will become very difficult to gauge or to predict when this product gets sold. Okay, so we should be very careful. Okay, when we are purchasing a material, because we don't want to purchase a material which doesn't get sold, or there might be some items. Say like example, I'm dealer of Nandini milk. Okay, so every day I'm on a regular day I'm selling 200 liters of milk. If I buy 500 liters, what is going to happen? Now that milk is a perishable item. If I cannot sell within 8 hours or 10 hours, okay, that item will get stale. No one wants to buy that item. Even though tomorrow morning I can sell, but my customer doesn't want to buy an milk which was procured yesterday. They want to buy fresh milk. Okay, so from business to business, the reordering of the items, changes, and various parameters needs to be considered. Hope this is clear. Now, let us also understand what is reorder level in TallyPrime. So when do you need to reorder? Okay, and how much you need to reorder? These are the two major decisions that you as a businessman needs to take. One is when do you want to order? Second, how much quantity you want to order? So these are the two critical parameters, two critical points that a businessman has to look at. So reorder level indicates the quantity of stock beyond which it needs to be replenished. Means, say example, I'm a dealer of coconut oil. Okay. So now when I need to reorder, when my stock becomes 0, or my stock is in 50 numbers, 50 liters, or my stock is in 500 liters, when should I reorder? So that is one point. Second point is, how many liters I need to reorder? So how do we arrive at this point? When should I reorder and how many liters should I reorder? So that my business will not run out of stock. Okay. So these are the two critical parameters that we need to understand. So to ensure that reorder levels are set so that we don't run out of stock or we don't stock items which doesn't sell. What are the key inputs that we need to have? One is we need to understand, if I order a material with my supplier, how much time he takes to deliver this product. So lead time for the supplier. Say example, if I'm into coconut oil business, okay, if I order to my distributor saying that I need 100 liters of oil, how many days he will take to supply this 100 liters? Will it take 2 days, 4 days, 8 days? How many days he will take? That is first point that you need to be very clear. Lead time for the supplier to deliver the stock. Second, what is the delivery time specified by the customer? One is supplier, how much time the supplier is taking. Second, the customer has given you an order to supply, and what is the time that he has specified by when he requires. Say example, I'm just giving you an example. I'm the retailer of coconut oil. Okay, while every day I'm able to sell 20 liters from my shop, I have a retail shop, but I have got one big order. Okay, so there is one event that is going on. Okay, some political event that is going on. So now they have ordered saying that I need 100 liters of oil, which needs to be supplied, and they say, okay, it has to be supplied within next 4 days. Now 100 liters, if you look at 100 liters, every day on an average, I'm selling 20 liters of oil. Now, all of a sudden, I got one order for 100 liters, means what? 4 days of sales. Have I kept so much of stock in my godown or in my stock? Probably no. Okay, now if I need to order, I need to understand if my supplier says I can deliver only after 1 week, but my customer wants within next 3 days. What am I going to do? So these two parameters are very, very critical. Lead time for supplier to deliver and delivery time that is being specified by the customer. And the third thing is stock in hand that I currently have to satisfy my existing orders. So in the same example, if on a daily basis I'm selling 20 liters, means if my supplier is saying that he will supply after 5 days, means at any given point of time, I need to have 100 liters in my stock, because whenever I order, the supplier is taking 5 days to supply, and every day I'm selling 20 liters. So at any given point of time, if I don't have 100 liters of oil, I might run out of stock on a normal business scenario. Okay, now it's an abnormal business scenario, lockdown. Now if I order my supplier is saying, no, I can't deliver within 5 days, it will take 10 days. So this is an abnormal scenario also. So you need to understand various things so that you don't run out of stock. Hope this is clear. Okay. Now in TallyPrime, how do we set this reorder level status? And what are all the things that you could do? So the first thing is, it's the first way that you could do is by a simple method that you could design your reorder level status. So what is that simple method consist of? Simple method consists of only two data points. One, what is the reordering quantity that you need to specify? Okay, then what is the minimum order that you want to order? When do you want to order? That is, if my oil, coconut oil comes to 100 liters in my stock, at that point I want to reorder. That is reordering time, when you want to reorder. The second is, how much quantity you want to reorder. If my stock comes to 100 numbers, I want to reorder 45 numbers or 60 numbers. So these are the 2 points that you need to know during simple configurations of reorder level. Okay. Then there is an advanced parameters also. You can have an advanced parameters if you are enabling your order management, delivery schedules, various things. So in addition to reorder quantity and reordering level, you should also consider your consumption pattern. Means, how was the consumption in last 10 days or last 10 weeks, last 5 days or last 5 weeks? So that consumption pattern will also tell you how much you need to reorder. And of course, you need to be little clear on what kind of business that you are doing. Say example, I gave an example of seasonal business like umbrella, seasonal or the perishable business like milk. So different business scenarios will have different parameters that you need to consider. Okay, all these things will automatically tell you when you need to reorder and how much you need to reorder, so that you do not run out of stock or you do not stock which doesn't get sold. Hope this is clear. Are there any questions in this before we move to tally? Okay, so now let's look at tally. Okay, I'll just open tally on my system. So let us look at, take one or two examples. Okay, one or two scenarios as examples, and let us look at how to do that. So let us just take the same data, order to cash. Okay, it's much more easier. So we already have some data there. We could try in the same data. So first, let me go to stock summary. So let us dwell upon two items. One, coconut oil. Second, Sony TV. Let us just look only these two items, coconut oil and Sony TV, and let us dwell upon these things to understand the reorder level. Okay. So as I told you, there are two kinds of settings that you could do. One is simple and one is advanced. First, let us look at only simple reorder level. Okay. Coconut is 210 liters. Sony TV stock that I have is 33 numbers. Okay. Now, if I want to set up the reorder for coconut oil and Sony TV, okay, let me just note down these two things so that it becomes easier for us to, cross check. Sorry. Okay. So I'm just opening one blank data, blank Excel sheet. Okay. So currently my coconut oil is 210 liters. Sony TV is 33 numbers, right? So let us look at simple reorder level configuration. Okay, in TallyPrime. Okay, so let us just look at this. So what I'll do is in Tally, on gateway of Tally, if you come to create, okay, under inventory, it should show reorder level. Since it is not showing, I'll just say show more. Okay, again, it is not showing. I'll say show inactive. Okay, here, is it showing reorder level? No, it is not showing reorder level. Okay, stock item, price levels, stock, go down, price level, stock item, price list, reorder level. Just hold on 1 second. Once again, just be on the line. I'm just checking this. Okay, so let me just go to alter. Okay, and click on show more. Here you have reorder level for stock item. Hope everyone is able to get this screen. Reorder level for stock item. So let me just go here, and it is showing all the items. So first I'm just configuring it for coconut oil. Okay, what is the reordering quantity? How much I need to reorder? Okay, I'll just click on F12. Okay, and advanced, I'll make it as no. Show advanced minimum, I'll just make this as no. Okay, so it is showing only two parameters. One, it is asking for reorder quantity, and what is the minimum that you need to reorder. So reorder quantity, if the stock comes below 250 liters, I need to minimum reorder 100 liters. What I'm saying here is, I'm just giving you the configuration. I'm saying reorder quantity means if my stock comes below this point, I need to reorder. And how much I need to reorder is what I'm giving in the second column. Minimum reordering quantity. Okay. So to show you the example, I've just put it as 250 liters. If my stock comes below 250 liters, I need to reorder 100 liters coconut oil. Okay. Similarly, let me make a configuration for Sony TV also. I'm saying if my stock comes below 40 numbers, reorder 5 numbers. Okay. I've just specified this reorder this thing. Okay. Now I could go to report, go to and say stock group reorder or stock category group wise reorder status. Okay, stock group reorder status. Okay. So I'll just say for primary, because all my items are under primary. Okay, look at the report. Okay, so coconut oil, 210 liters is my closing stock. Okay. I have pending purchase order. Okay. So let us just look at the basic one. One second. Show reorder only. The average. Okay. So 210 liters. Okay. I have a pending purchase order of 600 liters. So it is considering this pending purchase order. Okay. So if this material comes, anyhow, I've ordered this. Okay. I've ordered, but material is still not received. So it is taking 200 plus 600, 810. So I'll have 810 liters. So there's no sales order pending. So net availability is 810 liters. So when I need to reorder, if my net availability goes below 250 liters. So has it gone below 250 liters? No, because my pending purchase orders are 600 liters. So it is much above 250 liters. So there is no shortfall. So order to be placed is nil. Similarly for Sony TV. Okay. My net availability is 41. But my reorder level status I have specified for 40 and minimum is 5. So shortfall is 0. Order needs to be placed is also 0. Okay, so now let us do one thing. Let me change this reorder level status. Okay, for Sony TV, let me make it reorder level as 42 numbers. For Sony TV, let me make it as 42 numbers. And for coconut oil, let us make it as 850 numbers and check what is going to happen. Okay. So let me just come back. Alter, show more, reorder status for coconut oil. I'm just making this as 850 liters and let the minimum reorder quantity be 100 only. Okay, I'll go to Sony TV and make this as 42 numbers and reordering quantity as 5. So I've changed this reordering when it has to be reordered. Now, if I go to reorder status, now look at here. Coconut oil, 210 is in my stock, 600 has to be delivered. So it will become 810. It is saying when you need to reorder, when if it goes less than 850. So 810 is less than 850. So what is the shortfall? Shortfall is 850 minus 810, 40 numbers. So how much you need to reorder? 100, because your minimum reordering quantity is 100. So you need to reorder 100. Okay. Similarly, you look at Sony TV. So 33 plus 8, 41 is your net availability. Your reorder level status is 42. If it is less than 42, you need to order minimum 5. So it is saying minimum you need to order 5. Hope this is clear. So it is automatically giving you a reorder level status as to how much you need to order based on set parameters. Since coconut oil, your reordering level is 850, even considering all the purchase orders, still you will end up at only 810. So you have a shortfall of 40 numbers, 40 liters. But since your minimum reordering quantity is 100 liters, you can't just order only 40 liters. You need to order 100 liters. Hope this is clear. Okay. Now let me change the same this thing. Let me make coconut oil as 1000 liters as reorder level. Okay. And Sony TV has 50 numbers as reorder level, and check the same report how it behaves. Okay. So now I'm just going back to reorder level, changing the reorder level itself. I'm making this as 1000 liters, and minimum reordering quantity, let me maintain it as 100. And for Sony TV, I'm changing it to 50 numbers and maintaining reorder quantity as 5 itself. Now let me look at the same report. Reorder level status report. Now look at coconut oil. 210 is the closing stock, 600 is the pending order to be received, so 810. When you need to reorder, when your stock goes less than 1000. So how much is the shortfall? 190. How much you need to reorder? While my minimum reordering is 100 numbers, since my shortfall is more than 100 numbers, I need to reorder the total shortfall that is available, that we need. So in this case, my reordering quantity is not 100 numbers, it is 190 numbers, because my shortfall is more than my minimum reordering quantity. Hope this is clear. Similarly for Sony TV, my reorder level is 50 numbers, my net availability is 41, and my minimum reordering quantity is 5, and my shortfall is 9. Since my shortfall is more than minimum reordering quantity, I need to reorder total shortfall, not the minimum reordering quantity. That is 9 I need to reorder. Hope this is clear. How to set the reorders? Is that clear? You need to go to alter and set the reorder. Currently, we are discussing on simple reordering capabilities. Is there any question on this? I'll give you 1 minute time. You could think through. Okay, it is not, while it is straightforward, you might have different thought process. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute. If anyone has any questions, you could either unmute and speak, or you could put it on chat. Else, we can continue forward. Am I audible? Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. Fine. Good. So there are no questions. Good. Okay. So just give me 1 minute. Okay, I'll be back. Just give me a minute time. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Are there any questions or can we move forward? Fine, let's move forward. See, the next way that we could configure this reorder status is based on the advanced parameters. Now we saw the simple parameters where the reorder quantity and minimum ordering quantity is what we specified. In the advanced parameters, on about these two parameters, we will also look at what was our past consumption, how our consumptions are happening. Based on that, we need to take a call on how much we need to reorder. Okay, so that is also very, very critical, because in the simple parameters, you don't know, you are not considering how much every day it is going to get sold. Example, in the given example of coconut oil, okay, we are told 1000 liters every day, 1500 liters are getting sold. Whole your reordering level might not work fine for you. So critical is you should also understand how the consumption is happening. Consumption means, for a trader, consumption means sales, that's all. Okay. For a manufacturer, consumption means it might be a raw material which is getting consumed. Okay. So let us get into tally. Okay. Now let me do one thing. I'll take the same two items. Okay, and we'll dwell upon that. Okay, I'm going to reorder level status for the stock item and enabling advanced parameters. What is advanced parameters? Show advanced detail, show reorder level limit, round off limit. Okay, round off I don't need. Okay, advanced level for reorder level and advanced configurations for minimum ordering quantity. Okay, so first let us look at this. So coconut oil, now what we are saying is minimum reordering quantity. Okay, let me again come back with the original numbers that we had taken. Okay, we had taken original number of 250 liters, or I want to give the consumption details. Example, I'll say, so let us take the example of this. So coconut oil, when I order, my supplier takes around 5 days to deliver. Let us take 1 week to deliver. Okay, so at any given point of time, I need to have 1 week of stock with me, or 1.5 week of stock with me. So I'll say, consider one what? Week, month, days, year. 1 week means last 1 week of consumption, whichever is higher or lower that you need to specify. Okay, which is higher, then order minimum reordering quantity as 100 numbers, or 1 week of consumption, whichever is lower. So what am I configuring here? If my net availability goes less than 250, or 1 week of consumption, whichever is higher, means either 250 is higher or last 1 week consumption is higher. In that case, order 100 numbers or 1 week of consumption, whichever is lower. Okay, so this is what I am specifying. Okay, for coconut oil. Okay, similarly, I will specify for TV also. So earlier I had given 40 numbers, or here TVs doesn't get sold every day. Okay, it's really, it takes a lot of time. So I'll say, look at 1 month of consumption. Okay, whichever is higher. Then order minimum quantity of 5, or 1 month of consumption, whichever is lower. Okay, so I specified this. Now let us look at how does my reorder status looks like. So it is also considered the consumption pattern. So currently the consumption, so how do you look at the consumption? So if you want to take an example of coconut oil, first you need to know last 1 week how much was consumed, means how much was sold. So last 1 week sales, how do you get over here? Okay, so let me just say go to and say sales summary, sales register. Okay, so here it is showing on a monthly basis. Okay, I want to look at weekly basis. So what I'll do is I'll say change view weekly. Okay, so I'm on 10th June. Okay, so this I need to look at for only coconut oil. This is my whole register, right? So so this might not help me. What I need to do is I need to go to stock summary. Coconut oil consumption was 190 liters. When it was done, actual sales 100 liters and 90 liters on 7th and 8th. Okay. So 190 liters is consumption. Now you look at this report. So 250, it is less than 190, right? So 190 was sold. So my reordering level is 250 liters and minimum reordering quantity is 100. So since I have a net availability of 810, I need not reorder anything. Okay. So again, let us make these changes. Let me change the reorder level to 1000 numbers and 50 numbers for T and check how does this behave. Let me just go to alter, show more, reorder level of stock item, coconut oil. I'll just make reordering quantity as 1000 liters. All other things let me keep in the same way. And for TV, let me make it 50 numbers or 1 month of consumption, whichever is higher. So first let us look at TV. What was the last month consumption? 1 month consumption. So how could I look at? I can go to stock summary, TV, last 1 month of consumption from, so we are looking as a 10th of June. So from 11th of May. So 10th of May, there was one number. So let me do one thing. Let me make one sale entry for TV to see the consumption is more than 5 numbers, but because that's the reordering quantity, right? So let me make one sale entry to see the effect of the report. The example I'm just saying 9th of June. Okay, so I sold it to KGA, Sony TV, 7 numbers. Okay, example Sony TV 7 quantity is sold. Okay, now if I look at my last 10 days, last 1 month of consumption for Sony TV, it is 7 plus 1, 8 numbers. Okay, now let us look at the reorder status for Sony. Look here, 26 number is my closing stock, 8 number is still pending, so 34 is my net availability. My reorder level is 50, so shortfall is 16 and my reorder quantity is 5. My last consumption, last 1 month of consumption was 8. So 16 is higher compared to 8. So I need to reorder 16. If my consumption was more than 16, more than the shortfall, then that will be considered. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me place one sales order for 20 numbers. That is also treated as consumption. Okay, so let me place one sales order for 20 numbers and see the same report what is going to happen. Okay, so I'm just placing a sale order, control F8, sale order. Okay, so I'll just change the date to 1st of June. Sale order, so I'm selling, so I've got an order from Sharda Inc. So they are sundry debtors. Okay. Sharda Inc. 1010 order number. Sony TV to be delivered by 3rd of June. 20 numbers. For example, I'm just taking 20 numbers. So I need to deliver by 3rd of June. For some reason, I have still not delivered. Okay. So now what is going to happen to my reorder level status? Look here. 26 is my closing stock. 8 I need to receive from my supplier. 20 I need to deliver to my customer, which I have a committed order. So my net availability is 14. Okay. Reorder level is 50 numbers. If it is less than 50 numbers, I need to reorder. So reorder I need to do. So what is the shortfall? 36. Now, what was my consumption? 20 plus 8, 28. So 36 and 28, whichever is higher, 36 is higher. So I need to reorder 36. So that is how this system will read the data. And this report gives a very good insight of where I need to invest my money if I'm into business, which product is that I need to invest, especially for traders. Okay, this will be a very, very critical information, right? So now let me do some changes to the configuration and see here. So example, in this case, okay, 36 is what I need to reorder because I'd specified, okay, whichever is lower. Okay, so either 36 or 50, whichever is lower is what I had specified. Now let me do one thing. Let me just go and change the configuration for TV. Okay, and look at how does this report operate. So I'm saying 1 month of consumption, whichever is higher. In this case, minimum reordering is 5, or 1 month of consumption, whichever is higher. 5 or which the consumption. Okay, whichever is higher. Now if I look at reorder status. Okay, so still it is showing as 36 only, because 36 is the consumption is still 28, last 1 month consumption. Shortfall is 36. So let me do one thing. I will change this reorder level from 28, right? 28 and 8. Okay, I will change this reorder to 40 numbers. Okay, and see 40 minus. Okay, so let me just make the changes. This has 40 numbers and see what is how does the report operate. Okay, I'm just going back to alter and taking the reorder level status for Sony TV and making this as 40 numbers. Look here. Earlier it was 36. Now it has become 26. Reason being, my consumption for last 1 month, 20 plus 8, 28, 8 was sold. Okay, 28 and reorder level status is 40. So my shortfall is 26 now. Okay, so it is taking the 26 as the number. Okay, now if I change this configuration once again to specify that take as lower, not as higher. Okay, lower is last 1 month of consumption or 40. Last 1 month of consumption was 28. So it has to consider 28. In that case, okay, just take this as higher because minimum consumption is 5. Minimum reorder quantity is 5. So I made this as lower. Now let us look at the report. Look, Sony TV reordering quantity is 0 because I had specified whichever is high, whichever is lower, take that. So my consumption was 28, okay, and my reordering level quantity is 10. So lower is 10, but I have 14 numbers in my stock. So I need not reorder anything. Okay. So now you need to understand, when do you take the consumption as lower than your minimum reordering quantity, or when do you take the consumption as higher than your reordering quantity? So you should be very clear, when will you take lower and when will you take higher? Okay. You will take lower when you are not very sure that what happened in last 1 month, the business that happened in last 1 month, if you are not sure that the same business is going to happen in next 1 month, but the business might fall, then take the lower of the quantity. But if you are of the opinion that your sales will be more than what had happened in last 1 month, then you take the higher of the quantity. The reason being, okay, this is when all other parameters like seasonal business, perishable business, seasonal products, perishable products, okay, or lockdowns, various other parameters which affects your business will come into play when you are planning your procurement of your inventories. Hope, is this clear? Okay, and this is really, I am telling you, okay, if you sit and understand, okay, how this report works and what information it can give to you, okay, you can make wonders in this, because this is exactly, it will tell you where should you put your money and where you should avoid putting your money to. Hope this is clear. Any questions? And I'm through with this reorder level status. Okay, and if there are any questions, I'd like to take the questions. If there are no questions, okay, I'm through with the today's topic. Okay, hope everyone has understood, because today I've not even got one single question. I don't know whether my explanation is making sense? Are you able to understand? Are you able to comprehend to your business, or it has not gone through, it has gone out of the head? I'm not very clear on that. Hope everyone has got the essence of how to actually configure the reordering level of stocks and the importance of setting up reorder levels in your business. And Tally software helps you in a better way to have the visibility and plan your future for your stocks through reorder level capabilities. Okay, so if there are no questions, we could end this session for the day. Tomorrow again, we will connect at 7 o'clock. So tomorrow's session will be on voucher type management. Okay, what are the different features and capabilities that you could set up at the voucher level and how it works. That is what we will look at in tomorrow's session. So I'll be there on the call for next 2 to 3 minutes. If anyone has any queries, you could either unmute and speak, or you could put it on chat. Okay, accordingly, we could take it. Else, you can disconnect. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm disconnecting. Thanks, everyone.